Hi everybody, welcome to Manifesting with me, Lee, where I get to share my manifesting tips with you in the hopes of assisting you to manifest better. And in today's video, we're going to be talking all things blanket affirmations. Blanket affirmations are my favorites because, you know, when you've been affirming different affirmations, and especially if you have a long list of affirmations that you've written down, or just you've been looping and looping and looping specific affirmations for your SP, specific affirmations for yourself or for your money or whatever it is that you're manifesting for, sometimes it does get a little bit exhausting. Let's be honest, it does get a little bit exhausting, and so sometimes you just need that one affirmation. So if you are like on this intentional journey of just manifesting for your SP, and then it's one of those days where you feel like, you know what, I am just not in, I don't feel like affirming all day. I don't feel like looping. I don't feel like doing anything, or I don't feel like repeating different affirmations one after the other, you know, then blanket affirmations are definitely it. For all you lazy beings out there, or for all you feel that, you know what, one affirmation just summarizes everything for me, I'm good. Because usually I use blanket affirmations if maybe I'm triggered. Right? I'm triggered. If I've been triggered, or me and my SP had a disagreement, or something happened that made me feel anxious, or, you know, I'm not in the best of moods, if my vibrations are very low and I feel like my energies are very low that day, I usually use blanket affirmations on those particular days. And then all the other affirmations, I do them like normally as each day goes by. But with every other you know, when I feel down, blanket affirmations are the ones for me. So there's specific blanket affirmations, one for your SP, one for yourself or self-concept, blanket affirmations, money affirmations, and whatever. But it's that one affirmation that just sums up your entire world, you know, or you can just like in that particular sentence of that affirmation, you can just specify a particular area of your life, and then you're good to go. So, I love them a lot. And then one of my favorite blanket affirmations that I used to, trust me, I had a lot of lows when I was manifesting my SP. So yeah, I had a lot of like, you know, those low moments, and they came in very handy. Before I knew about blanket affirmations, before I knew that they were called blanket affirmations and that their purpose is just to summarize everything, I used to just feel down and just feel discouraged and all of that. And I realized that it's because I was just like not focusing on the right things when it came to my SP, or when it came to whatever it is that I'm focusing on. My mind is too much in the 3D. I'm not focused on my 4D story, right? So one of my favorite affirmations would be like, everything in my life is perfect. So the first affirmation, blanket affirmation that could work, it means everything in my life is perfect. And this happens when I had a lot of things, like I would be worried about money, or I was just concerned about family, or my SP's acting up, and I'm going through stuff in my life and things at work are just, woo! That affirmation would just do the trick, because I would just say everything in my life is perfect, everything in my life is perfect. And by just continuously affirming that everything in my life is perfect, I just automatically just like, you know, I saw the changes, you know, things did become perfect, really. And I just started seeing improvements, or I felt better. Saying everything in my life is perfect on the loop on days when I feel very, very bad helped raise my vibrations. I'd feel so much better. There'll be this relief. I'd say it up until I feel better, right? And then one of them, one other blanket affirmation that I like a lot, I wrote it down here. I always get what I affirm. Some people say I always get what I want, I always get what I desire. I like saying I always get what I affirm, because it just reminds me of the things that it redirects my mind to, oh, what are you always affirming for? So the brain starts looking for, what are you always affirming for? So then I always say I always get what I affirm. And what I like about this blanket affirmation is that it really holds you accountable, you know, in terms of keeping tabs on what you're affirming for. So if you're gonna use this affirmation, it's very powerful, It's very, very powerful. All right, it's powerful in the sense that now, if you are busy affirming all negative things and hot and cold stuff, then best believe if you use this blanket affirmation, you are saying that you're always getting hot and cold results now, to your subconscious. So Blanket affirmation, be careful. Make sure that you're building a consistency when it comes to the kind of affirmations that you keep saying. Unfortunately, in the game and in the law and in the journey of manifesting for anything that we want, we are in control of what we repeat. What do you tell your mind, and what does your mind now send to the subconscious? It starts with you. Okay, so you now have to change the narrative. So I always get what I affirm. Make sure that what you affirm is what you want to see in your reality. Don't just say things and today I don't know why this guy's acting up, why this girl's not calling me back. Then tomorrow you're like, oh, they love me so much. And then the next thing's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. That's what you're affirming. You're affirming confusion all day long. And then you're going to use a blanket affirmation. I always get what I affirm. I like this affirmation as a blanket because it keeps me so disciplined with my affirmations, so disciplined with what I tell myself, right? It literally forces me to affirm for what I want and to be intentional about it. Okay, so that's a dangerous affirmation right there. And then the last one, all my affirmations are always manifesting. Usually it's like the same thing as I always get what I affirm for. All my affirmations are always manifesting, or everything's always conforming according to my affirmations, whatever it is that you want to put out there. So blanket affirmations, or everything between, all is well between me and my SP, or my SP and I are just so in love, like everything's great between us. Everything's great. Our communication is perfect, or everything's great between me and my SP means that you guys are fine. Communication wise, you're fine. It means everything is the way that you desire it to be at that moment. So that's also a very powerful blanket affirmation to do regarding your SP. Everything between me and my SP are great. I usually use that one when me and my SP would have like a fallout. Whenever we have disagreements and stuff and we don't agree on stuff, I'd actually have that one, and he'd sulk and I'd be sulking as well. And somebody has to push aside the pride. And then I'd be saying that everything between me and my SP is great, and I'd say that on the loop because you know what, we until me and my SP are fine, I actually get this little anxiety. So affirmations really help with that because they really raise I convince my subconscious into believing that things are great between me and my SP. We always sort things out. It means, and what I mean by things are great between me and my SP, it means that I think about it. When I meditate on the affirmation, it would usually mean that me and my SP are always sorting out things, our differences, with love and respect and all those kind of things, you know. And then within no time, I'll feel like it's really got into that mood of feeling like everything's fine, and then bam, everything's fine. See? Telling you, right? It works. So guys, do use blanket affirmations. Do not underestimate the power of blanket affirmations, but a catch with blanket affirmations is that they could get you into trouble if you are not disciplined in your mental diet. So whatever that's going on in here, a blanket affirmation is a summary. It summarizes all your affirmations, sum total of your affirmations, and then bam, it gets printed out in copy, and there's your experience. All right, so hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Go and try them out. Try a blanket affirmation, but I always say, for those of, if you are having a busy day and you can't think about everything else, blanket affirmations work better. If you're having a bad day and you just don't feel like affirming, blanket affirmations do the trick that day. And even if you loop on one the whole day, every time you think about the desires, you just loop on the blanket affirmation, makes all the difference in the world. Okay, thank you guys so much for lending me your ears. I'll see you in the next video on the other side of consistency in the next video. Bye.